You guys ask me how I grow a bigger chest. This is what I've always done. I'm starting off with a isolation movement, which is usually a fly. These like seated cable flies are one of my favorite because it allows me to really get a good stretch and a good contraction on my chest, as well as keeping my shoulder in a safe position where it doesn't really hurt it. So basically I'll do this from anywhere from 2 to 3, maybe even 4 sets sometimes if it feels really good, where I get the craziest pump in my chest. So that now when I go into my pressing movements, which usually would be a bench press, but because of my shoulder I'm not able to at the moment, hammer strength presses, I'm able to feel my chest contract in a way that it wouldn't if I was to go straight to that hammer pressing. Meaning if I hit this exercise off rip, my triceps will fatigue and I won't be able to lock out my chest before my chest even fatigues, so therefore I'm not even getting true failure on my chest. Versus doing the pre-exhaustion stuff, my chest is already somewhat fatigued, so it's the first thing that's going to fatigue in this movement, which is my main primary goal, is to build my chest in this movement. It's not to build my triceps. So did about 3 working sets on this. Rep range is anywhere from like I'd say 8 to 12. I usually always do one warm-up set, not to failure, just getting like the reps in, make sure the movement feels good, and then we move on to the next thing, which was a flat press. So that was an incline hammer strength press, and then we moved over to a flat machine press. And what the biggest thing with the flat press is I push through with my lats. I never did this before. People always teach you to keep your shoulders back and down in your pressing movements, but for me, when I do a flat press now, I push my lats. You'll see at the end of this movement, once I can't lock out anymore, I'll work on pushing my serratus and my lats forward, and it allows me to complete the rep, and you get a crazy contraction on your chest. Just the movement of going from your shoulder being back and down versus moving just your shoulder forward without even bending your elbow, you get a contraction on your chest. And I swear people don't do that because they're always taught in bench pressing to keep their shoulders back and down. So try that out. Then we went to some one arm presses. I was just doing this to kind of keep my muscle connection going. I get a crazy contraction whenever I do these one arm machine presses because you're going at an angle, you're really shortening the muscle fibers already, so you just get crazy contractions out of it.